This is the Tropic Pianist Gamers podcast, episode 42. Find your space to live. Today I welcome my guest Susie. Welcome to the podcast, Susie. Would you like to introduce yourself properly?
Yes, thank you. Thank you for having me. So I'm Susie from A Space for Living, and I'm an ADHD and declutter coach, helping usually women, often with neurodiversities, find their space for living by decluttering physically, mentally, and emotionally.
Great. So, as someone who doesn't know about the concept of decluttering, it was interesting to know that decluttering just doesn't mean tidying up your mess of stuff. So, could you expand on what the concept of decluttering actually means?
Yeah, so for me, I like to use a quote by Peter Walsh, which is clutter isn't just the stuff on the floor, it's anything between you and the life you want to be living. So I see clutter as anything physically, mentally, and emotionally that's getting in the way of what you want to be doing with your life.
I see. So yeah, that's quite an important thing, having a tidy mind as well as space. Yeah, my space isn't very tidy, but my mind is clear in that sense. So yeah, that's cool. You obviously haven't done this for your whole life. So could you tell me a bit about your background and what led you to become a decluttering coach in the first place?
Yeah, of course. So my day job has always been in HR, in the corporate world. In 2015, I was made redundant with three young children and trying to work out what to do next. And a friend approached me and asked if I could sell some stuff on eBay for her. So yeah, I guess that started off the kind of eBay side of my business, selling things to other people. That then led to me going into people's houses to kind of help them declutter. So then they had stuff to sell on eBay. And then in 2019, I did a coaching qualification, which kind of added to my ability, if you like, to kind of work with people and empathize and help with their decluttering. Then COVID hit, everything kind of went online. And I was also then thinking about how the decluttering itself isn't just the stuff that was around these people. So I developed a kind of virtual coaching program to help people declutter physically, mentally, and emotionally without having to actually be with them in their houses. Then following that, I started my next coaching qualification, so kind of master's level coaching, got my ADHD diagnosis and kind of put it all together. So now I offer, quite a holistic online coaching program, which is where I am today.
So it really started just before lockdown, and lockdown saw you through. You had your online provisions sorted.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you had a good experience during lockdown, then I take it.
Yeah, not too bad. I mean, obviously it was a curveball for everyone, I think, but yes, there has been some good outcomes for me personally. Yeah.
Cool. So you said about it being physically, emotionally, and mentally decluttering. What are some misconceptions people have when they're potential clients and they might change their mind because they think it's the wrong thing? What is there any misconceptions you come across?
Yeah, there's lots of things. My first one, I suppose, is that I'm an organizer, and I'm going to come in and streamline your kitchen cupboards or something like that. But my work goes so much deeper, and it's looking into all sorts of aspects of somebody's life and experiences and things. So it's really way beyond that kind of surface level. We get right into the root of, what motivates people, what doesn't, what's keeping them stuck, which, as I said, it's so much more than just the stuff. And then the other kind of myths, I suppose, that I like to bust are around time, storage, and laziness. So I don't believe in laziness. I feel like if we're horizontal watching TV for hours, then there's something else going on that, maybe we just need a rest. Maybe we just want to be entertained. maybe there's something bigger that's kind of getting in our way. But yeah, definitely don't let people beat themselves up with the stick called laziness. And then yeah, time and storage. I think sometimes people think of those in different ways from what I might like to advocate.
So what's your main inspiration for what you do?
I think my main inspiration comes from tapping into what I really love and what I needed for myself. So I love helping people become motivated by positivity rather than shame or guilt or that kind of thing. I love seeing people make those transformations for themselves. And I've always found, for me, throughout my life, the only way for me to keep moving forward is by simplifying, changing my perception, looking at what's really going on, what do I really want? And then it's just, being able to help others find similar ways forward, I suppose.
Cool. So you've been doing it for about 5 years now. What's the most valuable lesson you've learned along the way?
I think it's, for myself, is not to assume anything with other people, to take the time to really listen to them and, allow them to be the experts in their life. And then I think in terms of being able to help others, it's about showing myself as not a finished article. I'm a work in progress, and I'm doing this because it's really helped me accelerate things and find what I really love to do. So yeah, a couple of things have been good.
Yeah. So again, in your journey, have you experienced any actual obstacles when trying to help someone?
Yeah, and I think sometimes it's being able to express myself and the concepts, I suppose, that I would like to show. So the concept that clutter can be anything that's in the way, and hiring an organizer, for example, isn't going to give you that long-term unstuckness. It might make things nice for a while, but if you're not getting in the underneath of things and the root cause of what's happened to kind of get you where you are, then you might not get those long-term results. But that feels sometimes a bit of an obstacle to be able to explain without sounding like I know better or I'm telling you something. So I feel that can be an obstacle sometimes.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, getting to the root cause is the most important point of overcoming something. Definitely, I can vouch for that as the anxiety person. So, how can you help others now?
So at the moment, I've got a free Facebook group, so people are welcome to join. We do a monthly theme. I post every day in there, so there's always tips or goal suggestions or support and accountability, so people can join at whatever stage they're at. There's always something going on in there for free. I do free monthly clutter clinic calls, so people can join and ask specific questions, or just come and listen to what others. There's no pressure to share. I've got a free challenge in that group as well. That's coming up probably about a week after you're listening to this, if you're listening on the first day. And then I've obviously got some paid for services. So I do a clutter call, and then there's a couple of longer term programs as well that people can join. But I like to give value. So wherever you are, whatever you've got and whatever you need, there'll be something, I'm sure.
So you've got your visions for the future already. Where do you see yourself going in the next year or two?
Oh, so my next plan, I'd really like to put together a group program for people. So something a bit more accessible, but still getting a lot of that coaching support. Maybe a podcast of my own one day. That would be good. But yeah,
Cool.
just
Yeah, so you mentioned your Facebook group and you've got group coaching programs. Where's the best place to actually find you if people want to work with you?
Yeah, so my website is aspaceforliving.co.uk. The Facebook group is called A Space for Living, and then I'm also on Facebook and Instagram at A Space for Living. So
That's
there is a
consistent
common
there.
theme. Yes,
Yeah,
consistent naming helps.
fair enough. Well, thanks for being my guest today. I hope you've enjoyed our conversation and all the best in your decluttering coach business.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Hi, I'm Danny Louise Smith, and I am the Queen of Business Organisation. I'm a business mentor and coach, and I specialise in helping you to ditch overwhelm by managing your business like a CEO pro. And I've got something that is going to literally save you time, help you be more productive, and earn more. This will change the way you do business. It's called the free Organised Business Toolkit. You're going to have to access this. It's going to be your best friend. Inside the toolkit, you'll get time management tools, business strategy resources, client management solutions, finance managed solutions, and my top 10 business resources that you can work your way through to help you with building your business. There is no opportunities missed with inside this toolkit. And not only that, I know how hard it is in the beginning where you're trying to navigate all of these different systems and tech and tools. So there is a short how-to video for each area guiding you through how to use these tools easily and efficiently. It's everything you need to save time, be more productive and earn more money in your business without any of the stress, confusion or overwhelm. And best of all, it's totally free. If it sounds like you need this toolkit, then head over to queenofbusinessorganisation.co.uk/toolkit, and you can download it and get instant access right away. See you on the inside.